Welcome mga idol! Si Oscar de la Hoya ay nagsabi at nagyabang hindi niya raw naramdaman ang mga patama at suntok ni Manny Pacquiao nung naglaban silang dalawa.
You know, it's funny because I didn't feel Pacquiao's punch. He didn't do anything to me.
Ating balikan ang laban na yumanig sa buong mundo at upang malaman kung gaano nga ba katotoo ang sinasabi nitong si Oscar de la Hoya. Pero bago ang lahat, kung bago lamang kayo sa aking channel, ay huwag niyong kalimutan na mag-like at mag-subscribe at pindutin niyo na rin ang notification bell para updated kayo sa mga bidyong katulad nito.
The height differential did not show up so graphically at the weigh-in yesterday where De La Hoya was barefoot and Pacquiao had tennis shoes on. And Oscar is not firing his jab, perhaps because of the early bobbing head movement of Manny Pacquiao. Well, if there are two graphic impressions from round one, they're simple. De La Hoya is so much taller, Pacquiao so much faster. And now De La Hoya nails Pacquiao momentarily against the ropes.
Pacquiao at the moment. Pacquiao's movement confusing him at the moment.
But it would get him busy watching the jab. But right now, Manny is hitting him with his punches off.
That momentarily shocked Oscar.
I think the speed has been bothersome for Oscar throughout the round, who simply can't believe how easily Pacquiao snakes his left hand right through the middle of De La Hoya's guard. De La Hoya lands a left hook.
Right here you see what surprised me and has been probably the most effective punch. The little left-hand lead of Manny's is he shoots right between the gloves
of his career. There was a moment when he was, even though dangerous and destructive, largely a one-note tune. Jab, jab, straight left hand. His ability to fashion the the lead left hand, starting his offense with it, as he's doing there, shows how much he's progressed as a tactician.
Manny's upper body movement and defense is very, very effective, what you say. Oscar cannot time his head movement the way he's moving and bobbing and weaving and dancing in and out.
Indeed, De La Hoya is reduced to mostly trying to go at the body because he hasn't been able to find Pacquiao's head.
But he has no head movement at all. His head is stationary.
Good body shot. Doubled over Oscar, it seemed. Far, he is neutralizing Oscar's left hand, one of the best weapons in the sport for over a decade.
The speed and variety of Manny Pacquiao for Oscar de la Hoya, who has landed only 6 of 56 attempted jabs, according to CompuBox. De La Hoya hasn't really gotten his offense going, and he hasn't solved Pacquiao's game yet.
The even goes on, even though he's winning now. Oscar has no defense for those punches. He's just stationary.
Why did so many ringside experts think that the fight wasn't even a credible idea?
Because the first hour we thought he was going to be a bigger guy, and as it turned out, he's just a taller guy. The difference is I thought he would have came in about 160 pounds, as most people. For him, they almost picked up any weight, being he's just taller, but nowhere near where we say stronger, or as big as he should be.
Boxing annoys and irritates Oscar, he says, and he is very annoyed and irritated at the moment. He is not getting off at all. He hasn't thrown a punch in 20 or 30 seconds.
Coach's instructions moved off the ropes as soon as he felt his back against him. There is a big swelling outside the left eye of Oscar de la Hoya, the product of Manny Pacquiao's right hooks. There's a redness in the middle of De La Hoya's face, the product of Pacquiao's straight left hand. You might describe the first couple of rounds as shock and awe. Pacquiao's speed taking De La Hoya to the cleaners. Now Oscar seems just a little more comfortable, though Pacquiao is still more offensive, more the aggressor in the fight, moving in and out effectively.
Absolutely. And right now, Oscar, I know he's into this kangaroo meat or whatever he's doing and things, but to me, he just doesn't look that strong.
Oscar de la Hoya has fought since September of 1997 when he fought Hector Camacho Sr. Pacquiao has dominated De La Hoya in the first 2 rounds with his straight left-hand lead up the middle. Early in his career, Pacquiao always... Harold, how do you score through 3?
That gives him 3-0, 30-27, Manny Pacquiao. Jim, what he's doing is he's turning the guy. Look, Right jab, left hand, and then he moves to the side. He's got Oscar turning. If Oscar can't get set, he can't get his punches wrong. And Manny's turning him. Oscar looks like a guy going out, doing a 360. 3-0. Manny Pacquiao based on not only clean punching, ring generalship when he turns the guy.
Manny could not time him so much, and even if he doesn't land his eyes, they keep pumping him. But he doesn't jab enough.
Good body shots there by Pacquiao. And if there was doubt coming in as to whether Pacquiao could affect De La Hoya with his punching power, there shouldn't be any doubt anymore.
And you watch when Manny lands his left, he then moves off often to his own right. So he stays out of the line of fire. He hits it and moves away as soon as he lands it.
This is getting embarrassing.
It's an advance when De La Hoya dodges a left hand. Virtually all of them seem to be landing for Pacquiao.
Oscar looks old and he cannot control the situation. The worst thing in the world is to come back and complain, I can't handle the speed. And that's exactly what David Diaz said, but David Diaz wasn't the fighter of Oscar.
Manny, knock him off his game, hug him, beat him up on the body, try something new.
De La Hoya looked a lot better in May of 2007 against Floyd Mayweather, who was far and away the preeminent fighter in the world at that time, and since then has retired unbeaten. Low blow by Pacquiao after he strafed De La Hoya with the right hand upstairs.
There's the feeling of a fighter when he's in there with somebody who's always beating him to the punch.
This is a terrible feeling. The worst thing it is, as I say, to not handle speed. And he doesn't block those right hands at all. He has his right hand permanently stuck to the side of his face, and Manny just punches us like a wide open invitation.
Anything,
He has no defense.
He's getting hit with virtually every shot that Pacquiao throws. Far more of an intelligent and tactical fight plan than I personally had expected, and perhaps more so than De La Hoya expected as well. And Oscar just can't get off. Pacquiao's speed is a riddle he has not been able to solve.
I think you summed it all up in that phrase, Jim.
Well, Oscar used to be the speed that killed.
You know, when a lot of the experts...
Good body shot by Oscar.
Biggest punch of the fight for De La Hoya, and he suddenly gets it going with 3 left hooks.
And a lot of experts picked Oscar
into this fight.
Well, if judges are looking for a round to give to De La Hoya, this might be the one, although now Pacquiao, so it probably would have been a reach for any judge to give the round to De La Hoya and prevent Pacquiao from countering him as effectively as he has so far.
Even a lot of those punches that Manny has landed, which is on the cup, if you notice, he's never been worn because Oscar has his cup extremely high. So they're really on the belt line. They're not on really low punches.
They trade body shots. Pacquiao giving at least as good as he gets. When Nacho Beristain asks between rounds for 45s, he's not asking that De La Hoya look 45 years old, but rather that he throws his combination left hook, left uppercut, a punch that's thrown at an upward angle trajectory. That's why they call it a 45. He hasn't been able to land it much tonight. Straight left hand right up the pipe for Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao looks largely untouched as we come toward the end of the 6th, and he is gradually reconfiguring De La Hoya's beautiful face.
Yeah, the left eye looks
scuffed up after fighting Steve Forbes in May. And fighting Manny Pacquiao is something entirely different from fighting Steve.
Here we see once again Manny Pacquiao shooting a straight left hand right down the pipe. Direct, and that's the kind of punch that's doing the damage to Oscar De La Hoya.
They're seeing, although each round has gone by with repetitious regularity. Harold, how do you have it so far?
I gives you 6 rounds to nothing, 60-50 for Manny Pacquiao. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya hasn't gotten off the schneid. He's getting shut out. And Freddie Roach used the key word at the end of round number 5 when he said, just keep turning him. Because that's what he's doing, just like I said before. Beautiful right jab, nice straight left hand by Pacquiao, and then he turns him. He moves to the side, and De La Hoya can't get set to hit him. 6-0, Pacquiao.
We're starting to get to that point in the fight already where you're thinking Oscar has to at least knock him down, if not knock him out. Yeah, but But still, you would think against the so-called smaller man, we'd see something more.
I think Jim summed it up. There's just too much of everything. He just cannot figure out how to get into the fight, how to hold him off, how to get to him. It's too much of everything tonight.
Oscar is maybe trying to lay a trap, but Manny is too smart and too fast for him.
This fight's going to probably end up being stopped.
Manny Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya. And in the 7th round, De La Hoya has 0 answers for the Pacquiao assault.
No, he cannot do anything. He can't.
Pacquiao is making De La Hoya look old, slow, ineffectual, as though he is a sparring partner.
Some of us wonder
this fight's over with.
whether Manny Pacquiao would become the Henry Armstrong of this era. Right now, he's looking like the immortal Armstrong.
And Oscar is barely slowing back. You wonder if Tony Weeks is thinking of stopping the fight.
Yes. He's looking
Hard
entirely at
shots.
Oscar.
De La Hoya hasn't been down, but that may be the only thing that's keeping Weeks from stopping it. Oscar's left eye is almost closed.
He hasn't thrown a meaningful punch in Miller this whole round.
Pacquiao is closing in on landing 50 power shots in the round. It's the most power punches, and virtually all of his fights have been counted by CompuBox.
Right here you see Pacquiao landing punch after punch, and it's not so much just the way he's landing them. The body language and position of De La Hoya's body is that of a man that's defeated. It's passive. He looks
6 power shots. David Diaz was closer to being in the fight against Pacquiao than Oscar De La Hoya is at this moment.
Harold and I both scored the last round a 10-8 round for Pacquiao.
Well, and you heard the commission doctor indicating in De La Hoya's corner that he will not be allowed to continue that kind of sustained taking punishment without the fight being stopped.
The old warrior still trying to hang in there against a man in his prime who is the most exciting little fighter in the world.
Little.
Big
He looks
little
big
fighter.
tonight. Pacquiao is fighting tonight in the welterweight division. The champion of this division is the almost supernaturally big welterweight, Antonio Margarito. All right, Larry, you envisioned this one. Could you see Pacquiao against Margarito?
No, and he himself says he's going back to 140 after this fight. This could be the end of the fight here.
Yeah, Oscar has no defense at all. I mean, his body language is that he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do at all.
Well, all good things come to an end. Watching this, you wonder if you'll ever see Oscar De La Hoya near the top of the sport again. It could be that the long and glorious run of the Golden Boy is seeing the curtain drawn here tonight.
Death by 1,000 left hands.
And if in fact the Golden Boy is being dethroned, it's happening at the hands of the fighter who may have the best chance of picking up his identity as the economic bell cow of the sport. Because Pacquiao's following is growing, not just in the Pacific Rim, but in the United States and Latin America as well. Tony Weeks has a tough decision in front of him. Accomplishment as big
At
as
yun
what
lang
his
muna
Pacquiao
mga
did
idol.
tonight.
Sana nag-enjoy kayo sa panonood. Anong masasabi nyo sa labang ito mga idol? Write your comment below. At hanggang sa susunod mga ka-idol.
His cornermen,
Goodbye.
the ring doctor, and the referee as to whether to stop the fight. It took them fully 30 seconds to debate the decision and ultimately to choose to do what you say, Emmanuel, was the right thing.
That's a very bad and embarrassing position to be in. You're sitting in the corner, and the entire conversations